Hi, it's Jim Shibley, and we're here with our series on hunting in Wisconsin. And today we're at Little Tex Ranch, and I'm here with owner Kevin Schmidt. And we're going to learn a little bit about what Little Tex has to offer, especially if you're looking for a big game type of hunt. So, Kevin, give us a little bit of background on what's the story behind Little Tex. Why did you start it?
Well, basically, I really enjoy hunting. I have a big family, and we've gone many places hunting. And it seems that you run into, when you take a vacation with your family, or any vacation, I don't care who you know, that you're spending your hard-earned money to go on vacation. It's like a golf vacation. It's a hunting vacation.
Right.
I mean, I've been there. I've had you show up and there's no guides. You show up and in the morning you get up, you have a guide, and then in the morning he doesn't show up.
Yeah.
I mean, your hunt is sacrificed. So I've been in places where you've shot an animal, and then they take the guide away, and you're kind of you're done. Well, here there's a pond over there, or there's and I think every hunter out there that's been to a few places, the biggest challenge is saying, can someone just not lie to me? Can they just tell me the truth? And that's, so when we set up to do this, we got a little, we wanted it to be perfect. So when you come here, you'll find that we've done everything right. And what we wanted was, this is a high fence ranch, but what I wanted was the natural environment. I mean, you can go to a lot of places, and if you have enough property, you can make the natural environment. Everything here is it reproduces by itself. So we have elk, whitetail, fallow, and they're living here on the property. The other thing that I think is real nice is when you come in the front gate, you never leave. You don't have to drive an hour or 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly. I've been there beforehand too, where you're spending half of your day, a half an hour to an hour, just going to where you're going to hunt in the first place.
Yeah, and that to me is frustrating. And again, they don't tell you that stuff. Oh, it's just a short drive over here, and you get there, and I've been to hunts where I spent 3-4 hours on the road before you have to get up at 2-3 in the morning. So here we put the lodge right on the property. We have a square mile under management. We have the clean water, we have the crops, we have the food plots, we have the woods, we have marsh, we have everything, pristine environment. So what we just did is we mimicked what would be the perfect environment for these animals to grow massive bodies, big horns, and it's clean water, it's good food, and it's not pressure.
So what can someone expect when they first come through the gate? They're just arriving. Kind of just give us a brief. Step by step, here's what you're going to do in your experience. Because these are basically all 5-day things, right? I mean, it's either not like normally not a 1 or 2 day thing unless you count it, but it's really a 5-day full experience, right?
It's an all-inclusive vacation. It's a hunting vacation package, which you customize with Lisa or Forrest before you get here. And so when you get here, we want everything taken care of. Just like if you're going to an all-inclusive golf vacation or anything else, we want everything taken care of. So you're assigned a guide. Or you may even have rotating guides, because the guides we have here are all experienced. They know the property, and they're assigned to you for the duration.
Yeah, for the whole time that they're here, you have your guide with you.
The whole time. So
that's awesome.
Even if you say, oh, geez, you came here for deer and you shoot a deer in a second day, well, you can go on a photo safari. You can take the horses and just see the animals. You can go sit in the stands. You can, a lot of times what happens is people say, oh, I'm done. Let's go sit and watch the animals and take video, and we don't even, sometimes we won't bring guns because we've had people that, all right, tomorrow we're going to go hunt again. So it's up to you.
So they can even break up their hunt if they want. So if they want to hunt one day, and then let's say they want to go out and spend some time and do a photo safari, or if they want to take the horses out for a horseback ride, they can do that and then just pick up their hunting again.
Exactly.
For the whole 5 days. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, and then we got stocked ponds, so we have fishing. So the bottom line is, we're not going to just let you harvest your animal and leave. Bow hunters, they love this. I mean, we've had people say they saw more in their 5-day hunt than they did in 20 years of hunting.
Yeah, that's amazing. And good size animals too. I mean, we're just not talking regular size animals here.
We try only to harvest the 4 and 5 years and up.
Okay.
And it's hard to judge them because here.
But they've got their guides.
They got their guides, and that's what they're here for. And so we take all the pressure off you. That's another big problem, is you're sitting in a stand with your guide. If you booked a whatever size hunt, you don't I don't know how to judge deer.
Right.
Or how am I going to know?
Right.
These guides are able to, within 15, 20 seconds, be able to say, that's a shooter, green light, red light, and you're not rushed, and you don't feel that pressure. Some people really feel the pressure. Oh, I don't want to. And that's the other thing we took away. You book your hunt. That's it. That's all you pick. If you go and you book a 150-inch hunt, and your guide says, "Go ahead," that's a green light, and you shoot a 175-inch animal. Congratulations.
Yeah, you got one on you.
Shame on that guy, but that's.
I heard they get the guide penalty, right?
Yeah, there's a penalty box.
Well, that's awesome. Well, what we're going to do next is we're going to break here a little bit, and in the next segment we're going to show you through some of the accommodations, because I think that's important. That's on the minds of most hunters, is where exactly am I going to be staying, what type of environment am I going to be in. So in the next segment we're going to take a look with Kevin and one of the managers and guides here, Forrest, and we're going to take through a quick run through of the lodge. So stay tuned for that, and we'll be back shortly. All right, hey, so Jim Shibley, we're back with our series on hunting in Wisconsin, back at Little Tex Ranch, and again here with owner Kevin Schmidt, and we are now ready to go in and take a look at the lodging facilities that you can expect to stay in while you're here. This is the lodge. So Kevin, why don't we go ahead and give them a little idea of what's available to them here at the lodge, and then we'll go in and we'll take a peek and show them.
Basically, we have when we come in here, you'll see a big family-style gathering area, the dining area. As you can see, the guides stay right next to you.
Yeah, they're actually right here. So
so it's real close. So these guys are not leaving off site. They're here the whole time you're here. You don't have to worry about them waking up.
Yeah, no, that's awesome too, because now any of the hunters, they can just sit down and literally talk with their guides. It's not like the guides drop them off, take off, say, "See you later. We'll see you tomorrow."
Absolutely, we want you to strategize with the guides.
Yeah, that's
this
awesome.
is your hunt, so strategize with the guides. Hey, I want to stalk them. I want to sit in a ladder stand. Whether you're a bow hunter, a gun hunter, muzzleloader, pistol, crossbow, whatever, this is your hunt. So you want to make this strategy. You look at the trail cams. We have real lifetime trail camera. That's
yeah. Now that's right in here, right?
Yeah.
So let's go in here. Let's take a look. I want to start seeing some of this stuff. Okay, so now as we go in, this is pretty much we're getting into the main dining area here, and
yeah, basically we have Forrest and Lisa's office over here. You have the kitchen in this area, your dining, and then a big gathering area. So come on in.
Wow, this is pretty fantastic. So, and again, there's only normally 4 to 5
we
at a
won't
time.
book,
So
we won't book unless you're your own group and you want more. We usually do not book more than 4 people at a time. Or if it's a father-son, we can do 4 groups of father-son.
okay.
Because you're typically always together. But we don't want to. We want this to be the best vacation you had, best hunting vacation you had.
Yeah, this is awesome. So you've got, the stove and everything. There's plenty of. You even got a wet bar here, and for like corporate guys, they got Wi-Fi, they got all that stuff too. Or if kids want to, they do their thing on it. You still have all that in here, I understand. So
yeah. So we do have satellite TV. We do have Wi-Fi for those that can't get away from the internet and people that don't want to relax. So we have everything. Again, it's customized for the corporate world or for the private person.
wow, that's awesome. And I know we'll talk a little bit with one of the guys and managers, Forrest, here about how the whole trail cam thing works. But why don't we walk down here real quick and take a look so they have an idea of where they'll actually be staying inside.
Absolutely.
We've actually come down here on the lower section of the lodge where most of the living facilities are, I should say the sleeping facilities. So I'm going to have Kevin, why don't you just walk everyone through it? See, I can't believe you even have washers and dryers down here. This is awesome.
Basically, if you're flying in, nobody wants to overpack.
Right.
You got this big duffel, you're on the airplane already. And so we have washers and dryers, and they're brand new. Good washer and dryer. Each room has their private bath. So you come down here to a nice gathering area, and then each one has their own room with touch key pads.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. We'll run them through here quick. You see, he is a big game hunter. That I did not put that zebra there.
But this is a typical room which you can expect. We have we try to get 2 beds in each room. We have the king room for the husband and wife, and we also have the safari suite for the family. But as you can see, the shower and bathroom is right attached. You got some sitting area, and if you want to just read or relax, get some downtime, you do have Wi-Fi. If you can't, put your computer down. So, but we hope we're going to keep you so busy that you don't even have time to get on it.
Yeah, and even on here, this is what you were talking about earlier, right? Because if people are a little bit concerned about security, that all the doors are fully keypadded, so...
Yep. All the doors are fully keypadded, but and now you get the code.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We have light housekeeping, so in the morning after you hunt, you don't have to worry about making your bed. They come in here and clean up after you, give you fresh towels. And it's like I said, all-inclusive hotel.
Well, as I said, it is like a 5-star place. I mean, you've got a lounge in there, and they have their own full private bath. It's not just even a toilet. I mean, it's a shower, it's everything.
That's one of the things that you know, even if you're in a carriage house or anything like that,
yeah,
you're usually sharing a bath.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't feel comfortable.
Right.
I don't feel comfortable if I have to share a bath with another guy or another woman. Or,
right.
You want, this is your vacation.
Yep.
And then for those of you that have your wives, step in this room. We have a room we built. We call this the king suite. So here is just a big king size bed. You got a place for your clothes, and then you have the shower and facilities over there. So it's just a little bit more plush room, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, and everybody really has a pick too, right?
Yeah.
It's not like there's a higher price for the king suite versus another one of the rooms. It's, what's there is there.
Right.
First come, first served.
And that's why, when you call and customize your hunt, however you want. Your wife, if you want to bring your family, you want to bring your kids, you want to bring your daughter, we're going to take care of you.
We just wanted to make sure that you had a real good feel for where you exactly you'd be staying. As you can see, this really is a 5-star lodging place. I don't know about you, but I've been a lot of places where I was sleeping in a tent, and this is nothing like that. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to go back up, and we're going to go in front of the trail cam now, and we'll talk with one of the guides and give you a little insight onto what it will be like working and hunting with your guides here at Little Tex. Hi, this is Jim Shipley. Again, back on our series on hunting in Wisconsin. We're here at Little Tex Ranch. And here I'm with Forrest Pike. He is one of the co-managers and lead guides here at Little Tex. So what we want to do is to give you an idea of what exactly to expect from your guide when you arrive here at the ranch. What happens when you get here? How do you work with your guides? So Forrest, why don't you go ahead and run us through exactly what happens when someone first comes into the ranch and gets to meet you and what you take them through.
Sure, Jim. The first thing that will happen when you arrive is my wife Lisa and I will meet you at the gate, and you come in. Most people say that as soon as you're right through that front gate there, it's like entering a whole new world. A lot of people call it Jurassic Park, just because it is. It's really neat, and you kind of have to experience it to be able to see what I'm talking about. But then we'll bring you up here. We'll get you settled into the lodge, into your room. We'll sit down. We'll do a little talk. Kind of figure on how we're going to plan our first evening here, and once we're settled in here, we take you down. We've got a rifle range, we've got an archery range, so we'll get you zeroed in.
Okay.
Get make sure your weapon is on after traveling, and we'll come back up. We'll get ready, and we usually head out right away. The first
right away. I remember you mentioned that because most people say, "Well, I kind of settle in. So what are we going to do tomorrow?" But you actually go out so they have an idea of where they're going to be going into the bright and early the very next morning.
Yeah, and it's a real relaxed sit. The first night is we just go out and observe a lot of animals, and it's just a lot of fun. I mean, people start to get a feel for the ranch, right away. It kind of leads to anticipation of hunting in the morning. You're really excited about going out in the morning then. So.
Yeah, now when you come back in, talk to me a little bit about what you do to strategize. I know that you've got this little TV thing up here. Why don't you tell people exactly what you use that for?
A lot of what you're seeing up here is going to be trail cam pics from the property, recent trail cam pics. I mean, this is all going to be happening within probably a week of your arrival. So you'll see a lot of the animals that are on here. We'll be able to kind of sit down and talk about some of these animals, where they're hanging out, what trails they're using, where we can expect to see these animals. And we'll kind of strategize your hunt from that point. If you see something on here that you like, we can certainly try and get you in that category, or maybe try and get on one of these animals. So.
Okay, yeah, and each one of these is for each stand, right? So and there's like 25 stands from the, I know in the tour video that we did, everywhere from ladder stands to the condo stands. So you're seeing a little bit of everything on there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you get a good feel for just about every hunt location on the property from here.
Okay, now once you come back in, then I know that this is a little bit different too. Talk to everyone a little bit about what you specifically do. This isn't the here I'm your guide. Here's where we're going tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Sure.
And take them out. I mean, actually, you really get your guys involved, right?
Absolutely. It's all about the people that come here are hunters, and as a hunter, you like to be involved in the hunt. You don't want to just be led around like a dog on a leash. You want to be a hunter. You want to be involved now. And so what we'll do is we'll sit down, or I personally, when I guide somebody or my wife guides somebody, they'll sit down with them, they'll speak with them a little bit about how they prefer to hunt, what their style, their preference of style is, whether it's spot and stalk or a stand sit, indoors, outdoors, blinds. It's all personal preference and what you like. So we'll sit down, get a feel for that kind of style of hunting, and we'll do our best to carry it out from there.
Okay, and you do that after each day, correct? I mean, it's not just a one-time deal, and then we do that each and every day.
Yeah, you're actually part of the hunt. I mean, we're the guides. We're here to to help you through everything from start to finish. But as far as the hunt, I mean, you're actively involved. It's not like I said. We don't just lead you around and say, okay, sit here, and then when an animal comes,
right.
No, it's not at all. We get you involved in the hunt, and we get having you be an active part of the hunt is all part of the experience.
Yeah, and as a hunter myself, that really is an important part, and it kind of upsets me too when I don't get that. What are people paying for if they're not getting involved in their own hunt?
Exactly.
So,
I mean, we take all the bull work out of it for you. We do all the animal prep and everything afterwards. Once you tag out on an animal, but up to that point, it's all about just the experience and having fun and being. You can be proud of the fact that you were actually actively a part of designing your hunt for that day. So you went out, you were part of the scheme in harvesting your trophy animal.
Yeah, and for experienced or inexperienced, you've got anything for everybody, right? I mean, if they want, you can take them out on a spot and stalk. If someone's experienced and want, what they feel is to be a little bit more challenged, for instance, like a spot and stalk on a fallow or something like that would be a pretty tough one.
Exactly.
But so all that stuff, again, is customized?
Yeah.
All that stuff is done for them?
Yeah, we'll customize the package to meet all of your needs.
Okay, and you did mention too that for those ladies that are out there, if you're uncomfortable going into a stand with a male guide, that you do have Lisa. You've got female guides here that they can go out with. So
yeah,
no matter what, they're comfortable.
Our lady guides are every bit as good as the men guides here. They're pretty phenomenal. I think you'd be real surprised. I think these ladies are top notch. I mean, and they really know their stuff out here. So
that's awesome. Yeah, you can see. I mean, these are just some of the animals that have been taken here at the ranch. I mean, it's just awesome. I mean. A pretty phenomenal place where you're getting everything taken care of you top to bottom. You're working with a guy that's right there with you the whole time, all 5 days, really assigned to you.
Yeah.
So everything is taken care of, and it's really about strategizing. It's not about telling you, the hunter, what you are, what you aren't going to do. It's really working with them because it's their hunt.
Exactly.
That's awesome. So, again, if you're looking for a big game hunt, especially right here in central Wisconsin, you really need to check out Little Tex Hunts. Again, you can find them at littletexhunts.com. And by all means, please call Lisa or Forrest at 920-574-4641 and talk to them about a customized, specific hunt for you. Hopefully, we gave you a little flavor of the guides you're going to be working with. Pretty extraordinary. But I think this is one place that you'll enjoy and you'll talk about for years and years and years to come. Jim Shipley, we're back with our Hunting in Wisconsin series, and here I'm back with Forrest Pike, manager and outfitter here at Little Tex, and we're here to take you on a little bit of a tour around the facility. We'll start taking a look at some of the stands and hopefully some of the wildlife that you can expect to be hunting out here. So, Forrest, I'll kind of give it over to you. Take it away as we start cruising through here. Give us kind of a layout of what's here on the ranch and what people can expect, and hopefully we'll see a few animals on the way.
Excellent, you bet. You can see over here, there's a doe laying tight in the grass. She's bedded up. It's fawning season here, and there's a lot of fawns in the ground. All these animals reproduce naturally out here. This is all free-ranging environment inside of this preserve. So, and it's over a square mile of management. So these animals are as wild can be, and it's just a natural environment.
It's a big change from most places that you typically go out to that are.
Yeah, and I've been to the places where they'll turn your animal out of a pen.
Yeah, I've been there too.
But It's not. We have no breeding pens here. Everything here happens natural.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
So where are we going to be heading to here first along the way here?
We're gonna skirt along the lower end of this little ridge here, this little valley. We'll be coming out. We're gonna go through primarily this is used as a bedding area by a lot of the animals here.
Okay.
But we're gonna kind of skirt around. We'll come out on a big field, maybe hit one of the first of our what we call our condo blinds, and so we'll get a kind of a good view of the ranch from that blind. It's elevated quite a bit, so.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to take a look at.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about that, so I'm anxious to take a peek.
Yeah.
We're back here, Forrest. So we're coming up on the condo lodge now.
Right. We're gonna break out of this little section of woods here. It's a pretty big hay field out here, or grass, just kind of a grass field. You'll catch a lot of animals grazing out here in the evening. It's just a beautiful sight. Up on top of the little knoll up here, you'll see that's where our first condo blind is. That
Okay.
You can really see it. It's like I said, it's just placed strategically perfectly for this
Yeah, I know we're
area.
driving up there now. That thing is awesome.
And-
I mean, it literally is a house on stilts. You even got riders.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
cavalry is coming.
The cavalry's coming. We use horses quite a bit out here. We use them.
Well, we're coming up on the condo lodge. I'm interested in taking a look, so we'll cut out here real quick, and as soon as we get up there, we'll go ahead and take a tour of the lodge. With Forrest here at Little Tex, and we're taking a look at one of the larger stands they have here. Refer to it as a condo stand.
Yeah, that's correct.
So, as you can see, we got a little bit of a walk up, but let's go take a walk and see what we got inside. All right, we're back up on top, so let's go take a look inside and take a good solid look at the condo stand. Forrest, how about running us through a little tour here?
All right. We've got several of these condo blinds placed strategically around the property. They're all, as you can see, this is a lap of luxury as far as hunting goes. This is the upper end stands. They've all got nice office chairs, very comfortable. It's carpeted, insulated, heated, very good views.
And so literally, I mean, you've got shooting windows, you've got, in essence, 360 degrees around you, and we're elevated here, what, at about 30 feet?
Roughly 22 feet. I
Yeah,
think.
about 22 feet. I mean, this thing is
Yeah.
awesome. So, I mean, regardless of the temperature, you could literally hunt in here if it was 30 degrees below zero.
Absolutely. You can sit up here in a t-shirt and that kind of weather if you want to. It's,
You can stay overnight here. Just bring me my meals.
Good. Again, some of the attention to detail that we, that we do here at Little Tex is from this stand. If you see an animal, we've got a rifle rest, for you to use. It's convenient. It helps. Some guys like to steady their shot. Some guys are, comfortable shooting offhand. But we keep, this particular is Swarovski optics and all the blinds. I mean, it's, everything has been taken care of ahead of time for you. So there's never any guesswork, and there's, it's just all prepared for you.
Yeah, something like this, you could literally stay out here all day.
You could, very comfortably.
Very comfortable.
If you've got a guest in the blind with you, say it's the moment,
Yeah.
And so we provide ear protection in the blind for accommodating
This is
guests.
awesome.
Yeah.
This is really something else. So again, if you're coming out to hunt at Little Tex, this is what you'd be staying in. Now, I don't know about you, but other places that I've hunted in, I've never seen anything like this. So you have options too. You got different stands.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got the double stands, regular single stands, regular climbing stands.
Yes.
I mean, you really have the full litany of
Absolutely.
anything that a guy wants or could want, depending on what he's after or where he wants to sit.
Yeah, we accommodate all styles. Yeah.
All right, that's awesome. So what's next on the ranch tour? Where are we going to from here?
We'll maybe head up to the north side of the ranch, or maybe up through the center. I think there's probably going to be some bulls up in the Pine Ridges up in there. We'll see if we can find some bull elk.
Okay, hopefully we'll take a look. And again, just for the panoramic view, just looking out. I mean, how far out is it to the small pond there? I mean, that's almost what?
That's
800 yards.
That's to the other side of that pond's over 900 yards, and then of course you can see. I mean, that's quite a view, but we go quite a ways. We go all the way back into the woods, all the way across the field up in there.
This is what I'm saying. So people, if when they, like, again, when you're thinking high fence, I'm thinking pens. This is wide open. I mean, this is a long way out. This is a big, big place. This is not, you know, shooting them in a pen type of garbage. So
this is what we would consider the east end of the property too.
Wow.
It's so huge. It encompasses so much. You know, over a square mile, like I said. So, you know, you go quite a ways north and west here yet.
Wow, that's really awesome.
And you can see the natural water sources. I mean, that's just one of the 6 ponds on the property. So, you know, they've got
there's 6 on the
natural water.
property.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Unreal. Yeah, this is something else. Well, let's go take a look and see what other wildlife we can see around, and hopefully give all of you a little taste or feel of some of the animals. Hopefully we can see some of them on here, but hopefully give you a taste of what you can see here over at Little Tex. Okay, so Forrest, as we've been driving around here, I noticed that there's quite a wide variety of terrain. For everyone who's viewing, can you give them an idea of what different types of terrain they could potentially be hunting here? I mean, I've seen stuff that's from open to forested.
Absolutely. I think we cover the entire gamut here. As you can see, we've got open valleys like this. We've got deep lush valleys that are all wooded, hardwoods like this. We've got beautiful pine woods in the higher ridges where some of the elk like to lay, like we saw before.
Yeah.
They'll lay on the shady side of the ridge up in the pines. We've got marsh areas, you know, water areas, streams running through this property. It's just, there's a combination of a little bit of everything here.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to it because we're headed over there here now, right? We're going to go over to towards the marsh section of it. And again, this is really a vast property. If we've been traveling here probably about a good 20-25 minutes. We've been probably we'll see some of the footage that we've been getting on the animals here, but this is really a big property. So we are going to head over to the marsh section here and take a quick look at what we got over there. So Forrest, give us a little better idea of some of the management stuff that you're doing here on the ranch. I noticed as we were driving here, there's quite a lot of feed areas, food plots. Can you give us a better idea of exactly what you've got in terms of food plots and managing the ranch here?
Sure, absolutely. As you can see, the surrounding areas here, we've got some pretty open fields. These are, we rotate these on an annual basis and reseed a lot of these off, and we use a lot of high quality food plot mix along with hayseed. You know, I mean, I could go on for all the details of what's in it, but the key thing is that these animals are getting the right amount of nutrients. This is key for antler growth. You know, the protein levels. Protein isn't just for antlers; it's for bone density as well.
Yep.
And so, you know, when some of these bucks are growing larger antlers, and that all that protein is going into those antlers this time of year, they need to replenish in their bones as well. So these food plots are they're just designed to cover every nutritional need of the animals out here.
Yeah, you know, when we were talking earlier beforehand, you said that there actually still is one of the larger whitetails out there that scored, what did you say?
Last year, as a 5-year-old, we had him estimated at 232 inches.
That's amazing, 232-inch whitetail.
Yeah.
And you've got one of the largest trophy fallow deer's herds here, correct?
Absolutely.
I mean, really large animal.
You know, we've been around a lot of places. I've seen a lot of fallow deer, and the fallow bucks on this ranch are far and away some of the largest trophy quality fallow bucks I have ever laid eyes on.
That's awesome, and a lot of it has to do with this that you're doing here.
Absolutely, absolutely. Our clients took home some record book bucks last year out of this.
That's awesome. Yeah, so if you're interested in big fallow, you definitely need to give these guys here at Little Tex a call. So we're just finishing up the tour here at Little Tex, and Forrest, I see you've got actually an amazing pond here. It's a little mini lake. Can you tell tell everybody what's in here and the recreational activities that they have available to them?
Sure, you bet. Like I said, there's several ponds on the property. We do a real careful management program with these ponds to keep the water pristine. Like Kevin had mentioned before, clear water is imperative for corn growth. So, this is you can see the marsh area behind us. It's more of our hunting area. Just another variety of terrain here. One of the nice things about the Tex here is after the hunt, you've got we're going to take care of you from that point on. We're going to keep going with you. We don't just it doesn't end there. If you tag out a day early, you tag out a day early. We're gonna we've got fishing here. We've got horseback riding. Of course, we'll take care of your animal for you. We'll field dress it. We'll get the taxidermist here and get everything lined up with him for you. Get everything taken care of from top to bottom. And then it's time to go have fun again. Whether it's just sitting in the stands in the mornings and the evenings and observing more deer, we can certainly hunt for additional animals. Like I said, there's the fishing, the swimming in the early season.
So there's something for everybody to do here,
Absolutely.
including people that bring their families, their better half, or whatever it may be. There's plenty to do here, whether it's to rest, relax, or to hunt.
Yeah, we'll keep you busy if you want to be busy.
That sounds awesome. Well, we're going to wrap it up. Again, we've been just part of our series in hunting in Wisconsin. We're here at Little Tex Ranch. If you'd like more information on Little Tex, feel free to visit their website online at www.littletexhunts.com. And by all means, please give them a call. We've just given you a brief flavor of what it's like here at the ranch. But talk to either Forrest or Lisa, and have them and talk to them at depth and ask them about the type of hunt that you want, and let them customize a specific package for you. You can call them at 920-574-4641. We'll make sure that all that information is down at the bottom of the video here for you, but by all means, please give them a call. Feel free also to go ahead and if you have any questions, send them to us online, or you can email Lisa directly at lisa@littletexhunts.com. Thanks for viewing in, and stay tuned for more.